What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team sniping video. Today we're actually making a sort of a unique video. I haven't really done anything like this, at least when I can remember, maybe a long time ago. We're going to go through filters in Madden 19 and how you can make a ton of coins. You can make millions of coins. It really just depends on how much time you have to work the auction house. Starting with, if you only have 10,000 coins, how can you make coins? And if you have millions, how can you make more coins? So we're going to go through pretty much every filter in the game that I can come up with, and we're going to put it all in a video. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, so there will be a comment explaining a lot of this down below. So don't forget to check that out if you're confused or not sure what I'm saying, or you just need stuff written out. It will be down there because I'm sure I'll miss some things, and as well I need to, because I don't want this video to be an hour long. So without further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to talk about the best filters in Madden that I've come up with, and if you're excited, if you enjoy the video, a like would be appreciated. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, starting with 80 to 81. So 80 to 81s now, they generally sell for about 4,500 right now. Of course, this is going to change. It's really easy to figure that out. I'm on the screen. You see one just sold for 4,500. You could just, I'll refresh it just to show. This cheapest one at 4,550 probably will sell. It's all right on the borderline. We'll see. You know, well, I don't know if I'll wait to see if it sells, but around 4,500 right now. You take the 10% tax out, which is really simple. You just move the decimal as you see that sells. You move it over one and you subtract that off, or use a calculator. It's about 450 off. So we're getting like 4,100 back after tax. So we get 4,100, which means we need to buy a card for less than 4,100 if we're going to make coins, right? We can't be buying them for more and then selling them for that because tax. So we can't forget EA's tax. Okay, I spent a lot of time on that. So what we need to do is figure out a filter that we can snipe these cards for that will be cheaper than that, 4,100. I generally like to make at least 1,000 per snipe. That's just generally my philosophy, at least on the smaller ones. On the more valued ones, obviously, if it's a 200k card, I want to make more than 1,000, but for these smaller ones, 1,000 coins is good. So what I've done is I went through all the positions. You could also mess with cap value. I didn't really have too much luck in the 80-81s. Oh, actually, that's not true. 80-81s, I did have a few things there. Go through the positions, and again, I'll have everything listed out below. But you go through quarterback. We'll see 3,400. That's not bad. Again, you know, you're talking 600, 700 coins right there. Again, you could make that, you could pull that trigger if you want to. This is gimme coins. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Basically, you're going to get 4,100 back. So that's all you're going to get, close to 4,100, and you go through the position. So we can go ahead and pull this trigger. We'll see if we get it. We did indeed. We got the Jarwin. Some of these do go for a little bit more. These Team of the Weeks ones are not one of them, though. So we'll go ahead and just sell them. I'll just put it up for the price that we've already seen them sell for. And just like that, you know, 1,300 coins, whatever. 12, 1,300, I don't remember what I bought it for. 28 something. So we got it. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. It is so stinking easy. And the positions that I really like here are, I guess we'll go ahead and pull this. I mean, it's so simple. It is quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, right end, middle linebacker, cornerback, free safety, and strong safety. I know you're like, man, can you slow down, please? Check a comment down below. That would help there, because I know it's gonna be tough to keep track of all this stuff. So I'm trying to help you guys out, but it's super easy. You see it. You could pull the trigger on that one if you want, but you're not gonna make much, and I don't think it's worthy of spending your coins that way and filling up you only get 20 auctions. It's just not worth it. But that was super easy. You go through the positions. You could go strong safety, free safety, middle linebacker. There's a lot of them. Again, it's pretty straightforward, easy. 80, 81. There it is. But also, what I found is if I go to, let's see, 11 to 20 and 31 to 40, I really like this one as well. It's pretty full. If you just like something that it's just quicker. So if you just want to go back and forth, the problem with something like this, and the reason why I don't think it's as good, is a lot of these 881s stay on the auction house for a while. So having something like this, the odds that something's going to pop up, one, it just doesn't pop up too often. But also, you don't really need something where you just keep refreshing on 881s. Because you see, we buy cards that are up for like 5 minutes on this filter. I think position is great. The more positions, the better, because cards just stay up for so long. When we get to the higher overall cards, you're going to have to snipe stuff in the first, like, half second. but on these lower ones, they're up for a while. So there you go, 80-81. We wrap a bow around that one. Good to go. Moving on to 82 to 83, you see right there, they're worth close to 10,000. They've been around 9, so they could fall a little bit, but somewhere around that 10,000 mark, 9,900-ish. Somebody might have cleared them out buying, you see the Von Bell sold for 10, though he is an 83 rising star. So we know they're worth, let's just say 9,500. It's really simple to figure, they're probably worth more than that, but we'll just say 95, take 950 coins off of that. We'll just say we get 8,500 back. We'll just go with that after tax. It's pretty easy. We'll just round a little bit. We'll be conservative with that. So what I found is 82, 83s. What I like is pretty much most of the positions as well. One thing I don't like is, let's see, position like left guard. The reason I don't like something like this is there's just not enough cards being posted to warrant this filter. Now you will see this Cody Whitehair here is actually a pretty good price, and we could definitely pull the trigger on it and sell it for 10,000 and or more, 10.5, and make, you know, a decent profit there. So it ended up working out there if we want to pull the trigger, but generally there's just not enough cards being posted that I don't like it. So let's go ahead and move on to quarterback. So we'll try some different ones here. Again, we could buy this 68.50. Remember, conservative, we sell this for 95 and we make, you know, we get 85 back. So it's super easy. This is like, I mean, this is easy as it gets, right? Like, I'll put it up for that price too, 95.50. Yeah, I could probably get a little bit more out of it, but it doesn't matter. There we go. The point still stands. It's super, super easy. The positions that I think work well are quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Oh my goodness, can I get this one? Do you see? It's up for 30 seconds, guys. That's crazy. It's up for 30 seconds, and they let me pull the trigger. Like, no, it's so simple. This filtering is miraculous how easy it is. We just throw it up there. It's an 83, so it probably goes for a little bit more. That one actually might go for a little bit more too. So it is really easy. I know you see all these cards up, and you're like, man, it's not going to sell for that. Yes, it will. You just got to give it time. You got to wait. Put it up for an hour. Wait till it sells. It will sell sometimes in the last 5-10 minutes, but it will sell. It pretty much is 100% sell rate. So quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, center, right tackle. Again, I did all this work, but cornerback, free safety, all good. Generally, the best ones are your skill positions like quarterback. Wow, like this is so easy. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, corner, middle linebacker are usually pretty solid as well. But those are generally your best ones. But it does vary a little bit on overalls and such, but super easy. 82, 83s, we just bank there, so pretty happy with that. Well, let's go ahead and move on to 84 to 85s. All right, 84 85s are here. You can see they're worth about 17,000. Just looking at it on 84 85s, that one just sold for 16.5. There's this one at 17.7 that only has a few minutes left, so I feel like we're kind of on the edge right there, somewhere around 17.5. So that's kind of where you want to say it. Let's just say conservative, 17, you get 1,700 back, or tax off, so about 15, a little more than 15. We'll just say 15,000 after tax. So anything under 15, you're going to make a profit, even maybe a little bit more than 15, but we'll just be conservative here, 15 profit. Now, one thing I didn't mention is this is like bare minimum. Some cards do sell for more, but it really, there's so few of them that do that it's almost not worth noting. But if you experience with the filter, you'll notice there is some that, of course, you know, your Tyree Kills, you know, the really popular players, those go for a lot more. So those are ones to keep an eye on once you get more comfortable with it. But 84, 85s, again, the skill positions are the best ones here. Quarterback, running back. So we could buy this for 14 and sell it for 17. That's like, you know, I'm not saying that's the best way to use your coins. That's up to you. But this one, Aaron Jones right here, of course, super easy. We'll go ahead and pull the trigger, sell it for 17. Again, you know, 2,500 coins. Is that worthy of picking up? That's up to you. To me, I would say it is worth it. That's to me, I like 2,500 coins. I'll take it. It adds up. That's how you build up a huge coin stack. So to me, I'll take that. But quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, center, right tackle, right end, middle linebacker, right outside linebacker, cornerback, free safety. It is, that's actually Devontae Adams. Probably, he might get a Team of the Year card. So we could hold on to this and try to sell him right when it gets announced. They generally will pop right back down, but I think he will get Team of the Year. So maybe that's not a terrible idea to hold on to that. But we'll go ahead and throw it up for 17. Maybe if it doesn't sell, you know, we can always pick it up. But yeah, the skill positions, also like your middle linebackers, I'll have all this listed down below, but it is is pretty straightforward on what generally works. So there's 8485. That is if you have a little bit more coins than the lower ones. I personally really like 8485. You might as well, because it just seems like it's just so easy. But let's go ahead and continue on. 86 to 87, another straightforward one. Is very similar to 8485. It's just the cards are a little bit more expensive, of course. You see the punter at 22, the first like skill position at 24. So we're probably somewhere around there. If you're not sure on what these are going to sell for, you could honestly just let the filter sit, go make a sandwich, go get a drink, you know, go do something and just browse the internet, and then come back to it and see, you know, are these actually selling at that price or not? Because generally they will. You know, I believe the Godwin, there's a good chance it will sell at that 24 too, but maybe not. You know, maybe it's more around 23. So let's just say it's 20. Let's even say 22. Let's just say it's around 22. After tax, take 2,200. We'll just say 20,000 for easy. We'll just be conservative. So let's just say we get 20,000 back, because I know a lot of people are always worried about losing coins. So you get 20,000 coins back. So let's go ahead and see if we can make coins by getting 20,000 coins back on all our snipes. So ones that work really well are quarterback, running back, wide receiver, left tackle, right tackle. Surprisingly, the tackles work. Left end, oh, that was 84-85, sorry. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, left tackle, center, left end, defense tackle, left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker, quarterback, free safety, strong safety. It doesn't really matter because, like I said, I'll put that down below, but that's the list that I've come up with. And so we know we can get 20,000. Honestly, we can get more than that. We probably can sell these for like 23. But at worst, you know, you could say, you know what, I'm going to get 20,000 back. So that's up to you. This Hogan right there, you see it jump there to 24. I could probably sell this guy for at least 24. As you see, he sells. Again, that's up to you if you want to pull the trigger. But you just go through the positions that well, you can go through whichever positions you want, but the ones that I listed, and see if you can find a good deal. Of course, we're not finding anything. It's the first one we're not finding a good deal, but if you don't find a good deal, it's okay. This Alex Mack right there. There's a jump to 23 and then a jump to 25. Probably could sell it for 25. You could check on Mutthead. I don't personally think it's worthy of pulling the trigger on something like that because it's so small. If you want to make those small profits, just go to a cheaper filter. This one, you're probably going to look for more profitable snipes, but you could pull the trigger there. So I think looking at these prices right now, we're probably a little too conservative on our sell point. It probably really is closer to like 23, 24. Because generally you're going to find snipes pretty regularly, so you could drop that down. Like this Derek Brooks, you see it's 20 and then it jumps up to 23. Like you could definitely sell it for 23. That guy's going to sell. So again, it just takes some practice on what these guys can sell for, but you will learn, I think, pretty quickly if you haven't already. I know a lot of you guys have already been sniping for a while, that this is how it works, this overpricing, this idea that you don't have to have the cheapest card up. Again, you could buy this one and sell it for 23 and be happy right there. Again, there's nothing really crazy there. 86, 87, but you see right now, it looks like they're worth about 24,000. The punter sold, and whoever else was there. Who was there at 20? Godwin, right? It hasn't been 6, right? Godwin did sell? I think so. So super easy, 86, 87. Let's go ahead and move on. 88 to 89. Again, I'm just going through these because of the price. That I want. A lot of people ask, like, how do you know what they sell for and stuff, and I want to make it clear that exactly how I'm doing it. 88, 89, so 88 sell for about 37. One thing I didn't mention is you can find really quickly if you find your first 89, it's not a bad idea, depending on how you're sniping. If you find an 89, I still haven't found one. 89, about 47,000 sell for 89, so it's about 37 and 47 for 88s and then 89s. That's pretty easy to, I guess, keep track of. So 37,000 and 47,000, that's a little bit harder. We're getting harder in the math. 3,700 off of 37,000. We'll just say 33,000. Take 4,000 off of it, and you have how much you want to sell these for. So 88, 89, there's not a ton of them that work really well, but I'll go ahead and go through them because there's not that many. Quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. So 34, not a bad price. Wide receiver, tight end, cornerback, and free safety. So nothing really there. Cornerback. The nice thing about when you get to these higher ones, of course, is the chance of, you could definitely make a lot more on these. And free safety. Those are the ones that I found to be the most full, and I thought to be the best. Of course, all positions you could hit something, but those are the ones I found the best. There's not much else to add there. 88, 89, there it is. Bada boom. All right, moving on to 9091. We're getting to the more expensive cards. As you see, the 90s, I just got on here, and they've already started selling, so I think we can easily say they're worth. That one didn't sell at 84, so 90's worth about 82. I think we can say that. Again, so you take 8,200 off of that. We'll just call it 73 you're going to get back. Just quick math. I'm always rounding down just to be safe. Again, you could use a calculator as well. And then we see a 91, close to 95-ish. So we got 82 and 95. That's about our point that they're selling for. So we'll say 73 and 85. So we got our point that we're how much money we're going to get back, coins we're going to get back, and then we just got to go ahead and get into the sniping. We got to figure it out. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go through some positions. Quarterback. Fine. Quarterback is okay. I don't really love the quarterback here, but it sometimes is better. Right now, I don't think it's great. Running back, wide receiver, always good. Defensive tackle is actually really good in this one, which I thought was surprising. What I mean by good, I just mean the filter is really full. I think I might have mentioned that, but I just mean like, okay, defense tackle is not good right now. It was much better before. Defense tackle, middle linebacker, cornerback, and free safety. So middle linebackers you see pretty full. So like you could buy this and sell it for 82. There's not a whole lot of profit there for spending that amount of coins. Do you really want to make that small a profit? Probably not. But again, that's up to you. But yeah, this is really solid. 9091. Of course, you got the high overalls. You could snipe something and make a good amount of coins. Also, what I found to be really good is cap value. 31 to 40 and 51 to 60. So if you like something that's just easy to click back and forth, 31 to 40, 51 to 60, and just keep going back and forth between those two. I found that to be really good sniping as well. So pretty easy. Just bam, 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 and just keep refreshing that way. I don't know what I just did, but that's pretty straightforward. 9091. There it is. 92 to 93. Here we go. Let's go ahead and see what they sell for. About 140,000 on the 92s. And again, you can try to find their first 93. Again, because of the way that people buy cards, 190-ish. So about 190 and 140 for those, unless I missed something. I think that's about right for that. So 140, take 10% off, that's 126. 190, take 19 off, that's 171. So we have our prices, how much we're going to get back for it. And now we're going to go ahead and see if we can snipe. Now, one thing I want to mention, I want to switch to time remaining real quick. If you're sniping when there's not that many cards on, when there's not that many people on, all offense and all defense is actually really good here. But you notice it says the newest is 57 minutes. We're not seeing the newest cards. They get posted for 59 maybe, but we're not actually seeing the newest cards here. So you're seeing cards that have been up for a few minutes. You're not going to find a good snipe, especially when you get up to these higher overall cards, because there's so much competition when you have something like this. But if you're sniping in the early morning, when there's just not that many people on, this is actually a really good filter because it's very full. A lot of new cards are being posted, but not too many like it is right now. So something to think about there. But 9293. Let's see. All offense, all defense is fine. If you're looking for positions, the popular ones still are solid. The quarterback is not bad. The running back, the wide receiver, and such. I don't necessarily think this is the best filter in general. I think, I don't necessarily think 1993 is the best unless it's on a low volume. I think it's one of the best when there's not that many people on. But wide receiver is good, and then corner is always good. So generally, your skill positions are going to be really solid. Didn't get a snipe there, but that's pretty straightforward, I think. Also, 1993, what I found to be good is the cap values. So 31 to 40. 41 to 50, pretty much all of them are pretty solid. So if you're looking for just an easy one, it's a little bit quicker. 41 to 50, 51 to 60 sometimes works. We see that at 132 there. That's not bad. But right now there's too many cards on, so this one's going to be too full. Again, 51 to 60 may work for you if there's not that many people on. And then 61 to 70. What I like about this is, yeah, there's just basically all of them work from 31 to 61. Outside of 51 to 60. If there's too many cards, if there's too many players on, there's just too many cards being posted. But I still really like that. I think I like that one better than positions. So that's pretty easy. Again, prices right there. 94.95. Let's go ahead and move on to 94.95. 94, about 265. Maybe even 270, I guess, because these are not even close to selling. So 270. You take 10% off. That's 27K. We're around 240, a little bit more. You're gonna get back, and then try to find your first 95. And we'll see how much they're selling for. Where's a 95? 95, is it here? 386, so close to 400. I think we can say that most of them are probably going to sell for, I don't see anything really close. So 400, that's 360 back you're going to get. So 94.95. If I move on over, not move on over, if I look right now, if we notice, I'm going to look at time remaining. You'll notice that it's not quite, like, you're not seeing 59 minutes. So you could just simply go all offense, all defense. Like, you'll notice that you're going to see it's more than 59 minutes, obviously, because it's already almost there. You can switch between all offense, all defense. If there's less cards on, if there's less people on, you might see 59 minutes here anyway, or more, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. That's a great filter. You can simply just go newest. I prefer newest, and then just double click on any of these that say all, and it will refresh your filter. Right now, this isn't a good filter because these cards have been up for 2-3 minutes. Why would you want to snipe cards that have been up for that long? You're probably not going to get a good one, especially on these high overalls. Also, what you could do is go simply like A and make it 59. Like, all this does is it eliminates all the cards that don't have A in their name. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. And now we got a filter that works, and then we just can keep refreshing. If you're not seeing 59 minutes, you don't have to use A. You can use whatever letter you want that you find the best. I like my filters to be full. You notice how many cards are being posted. I think this is a really good one. A, 94.95, and just keep refreshing, or E, or, try the vowels, try T, try Y, try, whatever you want to try, but I personally really like this filter on 94.95. Also, what could work, it does work, because it's so close. Anytime you mess with any of this filter, it's going to make it 59 minutes. You could go 51 to 60, you could go 61 to 70, 71 to 80, and so forth as well. If you like this sort of cap value, it works really well. Again, all these filters will be mentioned down below, but it's just worthy to note because there's other things you can do with the filter. But that's my take on that. I do think 94.95 is one of the best in the game for making big coins, for getting big snipes. So of course we're almost at the highest overalls in the game, so it's going to have one of the highest potentials for big snipes. But there it is, 94.95. And lastly, 96 to 97. You see 96 is selling for about 550. That's close to 500, not quite, a little under 475 after tax. So that's what you're going to get back. This one, there's not much to say, obviously, because there's not that many being posted at this present moment. I do believe the only 97s are those limiteds, which are over a mil. Let me go ahead and, yeah, so we got about 1.2, the limited McGinnis and Steve Smith. So I don't even see a Steve Smith here. I'm guessing he is, whoops, not the Rams. That's not what I meant to click. I did not think he was on the Rams. I'm guessing there is one, maybe. No, I'm pretty sure he plays for the Panthers on here. So I don't know why he wouldn't be on the Panthers. So 96, 97. It looks like you're going to sell him for about 500. There's really not much to say here. The only thing I want to say is, okay, so you obviously are seeing the newest cards. Some people could make the argument that going like all offense, all defense could be interesting because this way you're going to see the cards that are posted for 24 hours because it's not that full. You're seeing those cards that have been up for longer. I personally would not buy into this. I think there's not enough big snipes, or really not any snipe. When people put up cards for 24 hours for a really, really good price, generally they're trying to sell them quick, or they're, generally they just don't get posted for 24 hours. I'm not saying it can't happen. I just don't think this is the way to go. I just think you're losing a lot. By doing this, it's just taking too much time when you could simply just go 96, 97, go over here to any of these that say all. I personally like just go cap value and just double click AA or XX on PlayStation. And you just double click and you just keep refreshing. I think that's much better. As the year goes on, as more 96, 97s get posted, of course, all offense, all defense is going to be more intriguing and even be better. But as of now, this is the best 96, 97. There's really not much to add, and I don't know why I'm spending so much time on it. Okay, so that is all the filters. I just went through everything. I might have went really fast. I'm not sure. I don't even know how long this video is. I'm kind of interested. It's probably gonna, it's gonna be close to around 20 minutes, maybe even more. So I tried to give everything I could to give you guys every filter I could come up with without really everything elite, I should say. I didn't go anything like golds or power-ups or anything like that, but everything that I came up with. Also, I mentioned this, I think, throughout it probably a few times, that all the information that I gave you in words will be down below. It almost defeats the point of watching the video. I hope you still watched it to get my take on why I'm doing what I'm doing, but it is down below because it's just so much information. It's hard to, to be able to say it, and then you have to keep rewatching it or something. Maybe I could get good watch time. I don't know if I didn't put that in the description, but I think this is the best way to do it. So hopefully this helped you guys. If it did, a like would be appreciated. If you're new, maybe think about subscribing. I like helping you guys make coins, of course. I mean, everybody watching, we can make a ton of coins. We're no money spent. I don't know if you are. You don't have to be, but we are. No money spent. 96 overall. I know it says 95, but that's because I have Nathan Peterman at quarterback. So, you know, you gotta. I don't know how that doesn't help my overall, but for some reason it brought me down to 95. So, you know, it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.